we have to talk about homelessness. It's a serious issue with harmful stereotypes that aren't helping the homeless. And there are over 500,000 Americans without a safe and permanent place to live. There's no one way for them to look. And yet popular misconceptions about the homeless often vilify them as lazy criminals who could kill us all with their poop. Seriously.
So they land in shelters or in tents or outside. And then they poop, throw their trash willy-nilly, the rats eat the trash, and we all die.
People also think it's an easy situation to escape. Do you think the homeless are lazy?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like it's more convenient to sit on the street than to actually clean themselves up and go try and find a job.
Well, if they weren't lazy, they wouldn't be on the street.
Why?
Because they have enough strength to be out in the streets and walk around and not get work.
It's even become an insulting punchline, often paired with mental illness.
She really acted like a crazed homeless woman.
So yeah, the homeless have a bad rep. But hold up. One of the most overrepresented groups when it comes to homelessness are college students. Over 1 in 10 have been homeless in the past year, compared to less than 1% of the general population.
I worked with a number of young people who had to leave college early, mostly for financial reasons or dysfunction in the family that have caused financial problems or mental health issues.
I see.
A variety of reasons. So it's not a new issue that we've seen.
So why are so many college students homeless? And what are people doing to make things right? In Anaya's case, she lives on the streets after fighting with her mom over her gender identity.
My major is human services, and the school I go to is Borough Manhattan Community College, CUNY School.
Where are you sleeping tonight, for example?
Tonight, I have class, and then after class, probably ended up at Port Authority.
The bus station?
The bus station, yes.
And just sleep in the station?
Yes, because it's a 24-hour service.
How did you get to college, but you're also homeless?
For my situation, I feel like I'm homeless because of my personal situation.
Okay, because you're trans.
Yes.
Right, you identify as trans.
Yes, I do.
Do you have a job or a way to make money right now?
I am unemployed. I rely on sex work to survive.
Sex work?
Yes.
Like prostitution?
Prostitution, solicitation, yes.
Wow. Why can't you look for work now?
Because I suffer from mental illnesses and my focus level, I can't multitask the way I want to. So I can either focus on school 100% or I can focus on work 100%. I don't think I can manage both.
Divine became homeless because his family was already in the shelter system. This is his old room at a youth shelter. How long did you live here?
I lived here. Oh, I forgot somebody's name. Yeah, I'm so used to this door.
I can tell.
Yeah, this door brings back a lot of memories.
The shelter is called Covenant House for Youth, which got him set up with a housing scholarship at the College of Mount St. Vincent.
I actually went from here to the college. So when I went into college, I was ready. They allowed me to sleep there and have an actual place to sleep there until I graduate.
Okay, but
So
you're
I'm
still
living there.
technically classified as homeless, right? Because
Yes.
you're in their scholarship program?
Yes, yeah.
Because when most people think of the homeless population, they don't think college students or people who are employed.
Of course. For me, I was homeless and I had a job. You know, I just didn't have a place to stay.
And college homelessness is a national crisis for students across the country, like Bless, who became homeless while attending Texas Women's University. Did you ever think you were going to be homeless while you were in college?
No,
because it's kind of
not
crazy.
in a million years.
Right?
Never thought I'll be in a shelter at all.
Especially because most people think college, I'm set.
Exactly, and then you get there and you're like, crap, I am not set at all. Something can happen and everything would just fumble to the ground.
How did you end up losing your housing?
So I withdrawed out of school. Yeah, because I wasn't keeping up with the loans.
Were there other resources you could have used? Like financial aid from the college or shelters?
I did have financial aid from the college, but it wasn't enough because I had taken out loans too to help me be in school.
Right.
And in Texas, it's really hard to find shelters because most shelters are for adults.
So she came to New York and is staying in the Covenant House's crisis housing until she finds her footing.
I've been through a lot with my family, and it's taking me a lot of strength not to break at all, because it's hard to have family who is not supporting you, but they want you to do what they want you to do. So right now I'm just saving up so they can also help me find housing, and then I'll be able to be on my own, and hopefully by fall I'll be back in school.
So it sounds like it could be personal, family issues, financial issues.
Sure.
Are those the main reasons you're seeing?
Probably once they're in college, those are the main reasons why they might be leaving college.
And what resources are available to help them at this point?
Certainly within the schools themselves, there may be counselors that are there to help them, but there are also community-based organizations in many of cities, like in New York City, for example. There's lots of community-based organizations that can be of assistance in terms of housing, shelter, transitional housing. So there are a number of ways that we can assist them.
Did you know that 1 in 10 college students are homeless?
No, I haven't.
Does that change your views on them?
Yes, it does. That's crazy.
And these students don't want to be homeless forever. They have bigger plans.
I'm actually the first one in my family to graduate.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What's your dream job?
I want to go to training, HIV training.
Like healthcare?
Healthcare training, learning more about healthcare policy, a whole bunch of different things.